Cheltenham Science Festival is a fantastic opportunity to listen to people and to pick up ideas for the future. And what we've been doing today is to running a session which firstly talks about some of the work we're doing in the context of climate change, in particular the Low Carbon Communities Challenge, and to ask people for their reactions to it and about the other things they would like to see discussed in relation to climate change. The real important about this is that, like a lot of the subjects which Sciencewise tackles, climate change is going to be with us for a very long time, and we need to make sure that we are actually addressing the issues which are really important to people. People came up with a couple of ideas which I don't think we've thought of so far, and I can take them back and feed them into the system, and we can see what we can do about them. And the essence of Sciencewise is dialogue between people and scientists and policymakers. And what the session this morning gave me was a really good sense of the other subjects which people really care about, and where we should maybe think about trying to put together a project to give them a chance to express those opinions.
I mean, I think in terms of what is most urgent for public debate, I think really it's how we're going to reduce our emissions. The big targets, reducing emissions by 80% is huge. What's that mean for members of the public? What do they have to do? Because it's actually a huge change to, behaviours and attitudes. And we need to start that process now, otherwise, it just seems like such a big target, we'll never get there.
I think a lot of organisations, for example, WWF, keep plucking figures out of the air, and with a physical geography background, obviously I spend a lot of time doing research, and I know that a lot of patterns are based on data which don't exist anymore.
I think it's also important that we have more information, transparency from the government. Obviously, all the sort of stuff to do with renewable energy sources, there's a lot of information out there, but it's very confusing.
I've got a conservation background, so a lot of research that I did showed that policy is a lot more effective when the community has a say and almost ownership. Sometimes if they feel as though their viewpoint has been taken, then they're more likely to keep hold of it, pass the word on, and keep an eye on everything, really, if their view's been heard.
I think the public should have more say in public policy, but I think we also need lots more information from the government in order to inform our opinions better.
The public absolutely need more of a say in government policy, because it's the individuals who are going to actually have to make changes to their behaviour, to their lifestyles and to choices, so they need to be involved in those decisions so that they can buy into them and make those choices rather than just being told what to do and not really understand what that means and the implications of it.
The one thing I would always like to talk to people about more, and which there never seems time to, is about the real importance of dialogue between people and having really serious conversations about very difficult subjects. And Sciencewise does tend to focus on the social and ethical issues which underlie emerging science and technology, and these very often raise questions of really fundamental importance, not just of moral questions, but of actually how we live together in a society. And to talk about why dialogue is important in that respect, the importance of actually listening properly to each other, and the importance of actually coming up with ideas together which we can take forward. I would really love to be able to spend more time just talking about the process of dialogue, what people can learn from it, and what they can actually gain from it in every way.